going on, guys? Welcome back to Nitro Gaming. Today may be the biggest video that we've uploaded on this channel for FC25. And that's not a joke, because today we've got the Team of the Year warm-up well underway. We've got some evolutions that are crashing the market for a certain position again. And then we've also got the entire Team of the Year leaked, which is coming out starting on Friday. And on top of all of that, of course, you already know we've got some big investments that we've already invested in. We've talked about these in the last couple episodes. If you've missed those, make sure to subscribe right now so you don't miss the next couple of videos, which are prime Team of the Year content videos. And then on top of that, we've got some more cards to buy. Over the course of the next 3 days, we've got to invest 4.463 million coins. I'm going to spend every single penny at some point during the next couple of days. But I also kind of want to stay liquid to trade and flip the Team of the Year attackers on Friday. So I'm kind of weighing out my options still. Either way, it should be an incredible video today because we've got so much to cover. And if you haven't yet, drop a like on the video. We're going to go for 400 likes. It's more likes than we've probably gotten on a video in months, but we're going to try for it because this is the biggest Team of the Year video we've had yet. Do you need coins in FC25 Ultimate Team? Then go to u7buy.com. It is the quickest, most reliable, and the safest platform on the internet. Big creators use it. It has the best reviews. And if you use my code NITRO, you're going to get an extra 8% at checkout. You can even get specific players you want to add to your Ultimate Team straight from u7buy. And if it's your first time, you'll get a newcomer's bonus added to what you get. And if you order this week, you'll be thrown into a Team of the Year giveaway if you use my code NITRO. Link down below. I'm not going to make you wait. I'm going to get through this right away. Here's the men's Team of the Year to start today's video. Cole Palmer is in the Team of the Year over Florian Wirtz. Now, if you remember, I did predict that this would happen. I did vote for Wirtz, but Palmer would probably be my next choice. So I'm not mad about it, but he is getting in over Florian Wirtz, who is the best player for the Bayer Leverkusen side, who almost won the treble invincibly, which is a crazy sentence in itself. So I think that Florian Wirtz probably deserved some flowers, but he's not going to get in. It's going to be Cole Palmer. Then you're also going to have Mohamed Salah. Now, please note that these are not the official stats, and they're not the official playstyles. In fact, these Team of the Year cards are going to have 3 playstyle plus. Yes, you heard that right. In January, in FC25, you're going to have cards with 3 playstyle plus. We just had our first promo in Winter Wildcards where we had 2 playstyle plus. Now Team of the Year is going to have 3 playstyle plus. So these aren't the official stats, but they are the official players. Mohamed Salah is getting in, but that's not a surprise. Now, what is a surprise, to be honest, and I voted for him. I voted for Grimaldo. But I thought that Theo Hernandez was going to get in. I thought Theo was going to get more votes. I thought that Theo Hernandez was going to be EA's favorite to sell packs. Out of the 11 players I predicted to get into Team of the Year, I got 10 right. Grimaldo, I got wrong because I thought they were going to throw in Theo Hernandez. But they did throw in Saliba over Rudiger, who we did predict. So no Rudiger, but Saliba is in Team of the Year. On top of that, you've also, of course, the Ballon d'Or winner is going to be in the Team of the Year. And then you've got Carvajal, and you can see it right there with the 3 playstyle pluses on the side. Now, I'm not sure those are going to be the 3 playstyle pluses, but they will have 3 of them. And then Kylian Mbappe is going to be your third attacker after Salah. And of course, Vinicius Jr. is going to get in. Here's the full team. You've got Mbappe, Vinicius Jr., Salah. Of course, we thought Bellingham would get in. He is going to get in. Rodri. Palmer is going to take that 3rd spot. Grimaldo is going to be the left back. Carvajal right back. Van Dijk and Saliba. And then Emiliano Martinez. Of course, we knew it was going to be Martinez. I tried to push the campaign for Berkey as hard as possible, but I don't think that anybody is surprised about Emi Martinez getting in. And quite frankly, it is deserved. But I really just wanted to have a Dortmund player in the team. It's not going to happen. And quite frankly, after losing to Holstein Kiel yesterday, I don't think we deserve to have a player in the Team of the Year. Even if that did happen in 2025. That was not good. I digress, though. The women's Team of the Years are starting to get leaked. We don't have the full team yet, but there's a few players we kind of know of, and of course, Sophia Smith is confirmed now. We're also going to get Caroline Graham Hansen as a Team of the Year. We're going to get Guro Wrighton as a team of the year. I would assume we're going to get Aitana Bonmati, the Ballon d'Or winner. So there's a few you can kind of already know, but we're going to have more of that information for you guys in the next 2 videos once they're all out. But let's go ahead and hop into the market right now before we hop into the leaked SBCs that we have, because this evolution has absolutely crashed the market for center backs. Team of the year evolution star 1. This is a chain evolution is what they're advertising it as. You can use William Saliba. He's one of the better cards you can use because of course he's already pretty good. What you're going to be able to do is actually take this evolution and you're going to be able to use the exact same card for 6 different evolutions. Now, to unlock this Evo, you got to do the daily login upgrade, and there's other ways to get other Evos throughout this week. There's going to be so many of these evolutions, and that makes me worry about other positions actually crashing in price a little bit, because if we take a look at what has happened to the center back position over the course of the last 24 hours because of this evolution, it's not pretty. If you invested early in center backs, you are screwed out of some coins, because take a look at the top losers on the market. It is all center backs. Bremer down, Milito down, Marquinhos is down, Gabriel. Saliba, of course, is tanking because you can use him in that actual evolution. So if you've already got the Thunderstruck Saliba, you saw that card go from 880,000 coins all the way down to 680,000 coins. This card just about 5 days ago was 1.1 million coins. Just 2 weeks ago, he was 1.3. He is now half that price, and he continues to drop because, quite frankly, center backs are not needed off the market right now. You can go and do there's a couple evolutions you can do for center backs right now, but that new one has absolutely crushed the market. You've got even icons like Rio Ferdinand down 18%. So the question is, do we think that these cards will rebound, or do we go in on other cards, other meta cards that we think will go up throughout this week, even if they haven't crashed? Well, it's a tough call on these center backs, but what I'd say is that once we see these Evo chains and they get better and better and better, I think people are going to be more and more likely to go out and do this Team of the Year Evo, and it's just not going to be desirable to go out and get these center backs off the market at their current prices, and so I do think that they are going to continue to drop. I think center backs are positions to avoid. Thankfully, when we made our investments on the numero foot, because I have been telling you guys that I think numero foot was going to rise on Tuesday and on Wednesday, which is today, and then continue to rise out of packs. We went in on goalkeepers like Pickford. We picked up those cards, 46K at the most. We got some for 45. I shouted him out at 42. I should have bought at 42. I waited too long. Still, I think we're going to get a good deal there. Then we've got the Olamana Sarr. I don't know if I pronounced her first name correctly. About 250,000 coins on her. We've also got a couple of Denzel Dumfries for about 280,000 coins. And then, of course, we went pretty heavy on the James Maddison at less than 20,000 coins. And all of these cards, if we take a look at numero foot on the market, they have been going up. But quite frankly, they're not the only cards in the game going up over the course of the last couple of days. Now, Pickford is over 50K. If you guys invested in Pickford, drop a dub down in the comments, because I know a lot of you guys did go in on Pickford before he rose about 10,000 coins. But we also invested in, where are they? We've got the Sarr, this card, 255K. Quite frankly, I think that's a good investment. I actually might go out and buy that 255K, if you don't mind me taking a little bit of a break from the video real quick. We might actually go off to the market and check if Sarr is still there at 255, because we got her for about 252 on average, I think. But 255 is not bad, and I do think that this is a kind of card that could rise up to 280 real quick and make us some profit. Okay, no 250. All right. Probably don't want to spend 270 on her. So that 255 isn't there right now. But if you do find one for that price, that's what I got her for. So not a bad deal right there. But let's go ahead and take a look at some more of these cards. We've got Dumfries at 284. That's about what we got him for. 280 is what we got him for. 281. Not bad. We've got Galton, I think, is still pretty low. If you can get her for 13 or less, that's not a bad deal right there, because of the fact that she can play center attacking mid and has incisive pass at what is pretty close to discard, and during a time where we are going to have a shift in focus more so towards women's play. players briefly because of the women's team of the year, I do think that some of these cards could do well, and there's not much risk with that card. Itakura, I do like as an investment as well. You can play several different positions, and he's not very expensive. So if you're looking for low budgets, that's a good investment right there. But let's go ahead and take a look back at, is this team 2 or team 1? This is team 2. So let's go ahead and take a look at team 1 with the James Madison. We picked up James Madison up at 19K. He is now 34,000 coins, continues to rise. Absolutely incredible investment right there. That one is making us bank. And then we've also got a couple other options right here that are starting to go up in price. If you're looking at some of these, they're going up unless they are center backs. Center backs have not been going up, but the rest of them have been going up. But let's take a look at what I think are better investments now. Numero foot, we already invested in those cards. That was yesterday's video and the day before. We talked about investing in those early. But what about winter wildcards? What about cards like Caroline Graham-Hansen? What about cards like Neymar Jr., who is about 3 million coins right now? Well, we also saw a spike on these guys. Take a look. He was going for about 2.9 million coins, spiked all the way up to 3.1. Now he's back to 3. So he's kind of in between, still a pretty low price. I'll tell you what, I think that there's going to be some panic today at content and later at Division Rival Rewards. Maybe we see a little bit of a drop on Wednesday night, but we're also probably going to see a drop on Friday because people on Friday are going to have so much to focus on. And right now, the entire community is focused on these investments and getting in on these investments before it's too late, which it will be too late here in a few days. However, I do believe that on Friday, people are going to get impatient. They're going to see the shiny SBCs, the shiny store packs, the shiny team of the year cards that are probably going to be somewhat of this budget. They'll probably be a little bit more expensive. Like, Mbappe is probably not going to see the market, and then Vinicius Jr. is probably also going to be like 10 mil. And Salah, who's going to be the cheapest of the men's attackers, he's still going to be probably over 5 million coins. But there will be some women's players that are 3 million, right? Or maybe even a little bit less than that. So with that being said, there's going to be some shiny team of the year cards that are similar budget, and people are going to see those team of the years and be like, I would rather play with those toys right now instead of these winter wildcard toys. And so we might see a little bit of a drop in price with winter wildcards like Neymar, like Caroline Graham-Hansen, like Heung-min Son on Friday. So there's going to be other opportunities to get in at low points. Will it be as low as they've been? Maybe, maybe not, but it's still a good time to buy. So I do think that over the course of the next 72 hours, as long as you're spending your coins on something, you're doing the right thing. Now, here's the deal. If you feel like you've missed the boat, or you feel like you don't want to invest in winter wildcards, then I would just suggest, if you've got the budget to, invest in team of the year cards, especially the men's team of the year cards, as they tend to go up much more over the course of time. Like last year, if we take a look at EAFC 24 and take a look at the Erling Haaland team of the year card, take a look at what this card did over the course of just the first week he was in packs. Well, this card went from 5.1 million coins, and I'll tell you what, right now, he was well under 5 million for a few hours. He was actually as low as 4.2 million coins for a couple hours. So imagine you bought at 4.2 million coins on that first day of release last year. That card went from 4.2 million coins up to 5.2 million coins in a day, up to 5.3, 5.5, 5.9, 5.9, 6.9, and continued to rise over the course of the next month. But that card, just by the time that Team of the Years exited packs, so Team of the Years went out of packs that day, right there, February 2nd is the second week of Team of the Year after the full team was out, and then goes out of packs on February 2nd, and then they drop something like Future Stars or whatever. 9.8 million coins from 4.2 million coins on a 2-week hold. It's gonna be better than some of those cards like Neymar Jr. Because if we take a look at Neymar Jr. during EAFC 24, and he was don't get me wrong, spectacular investment, just incredible investment for a team of the year. It still wasn't as good as some of those team of the years. This card, before team of the year came out, and this was a few days, when was team of the year? It was that day. So team of the year came out right there. He was actually lowest on Saturday or Sunday of team of the year. Keep that in mind. Maybe some windows this weekend. But 3.2 million coins. He was 3.3 right before Team of the Year. So he is close to his low point right now from what we're seeing on his winter wild card. But during Team of the Year, that card went up, and he was 4.6 million coins by the day Team of the Year ended. Continued to rise as well. all the way up to 5.6, 5.8 at his peak, but 5.5, 5.6 million coins from 3.2. There is nothing wrong with investing in a Neymar Jr. before Team of the Year. That's what I'm saying, but I do think that if you wanted to wait until Team of the Year, you could also buy some of those cards as well. So there's plenty of opportunity, fellas. So do not panic buy anything that you think is not a good deal. I mean, I'm looking at, Anton right now. I'm looking at Quadrado. Quadrado's already up to 240K. He was 215 earlier today. I could have bought for 215. I definitely wouldn't be buying for 240. Like, there's going to be other opportunities. There's going to be other cards, whether it's Numero Foot, whether it's Winter Wildcards. And here's the deal about Winter Wildcards. We know that Team of the Year is going to have 3 playstyle plus. We also know that Team of the Year cards are going to be ridiculously expensive. I think maybe more expensive than we've ever seen Team of the Year before. And so with that being said, I think that these cards with 2 playstyle pluses are going to be very, very valuable over the course of the next couple of weeks. I look at cards like Neymar Jr. I look at cards like Florian Wirtz. Careful with Wirtz because he's going to get a Team of the Year honorable mention, and that might affect his price. It'll still go up, but maybe Neymar Jr. if you have the budget for that. But take a look at some of the other cards. Beth Mead right there has 2 playstyle plus, only 27K for a low budget right there. You've got cards like, let's go ahead and take a look at the other Winter Wildcards teams. Winter Wildcards Icons have 2 playstyle pluses. So you can look at cards like Sawa, who's decent. Prinz might actually go up in price, right? Carlos Alberto, that's a little expensive. I wouldn't spend that much on him, but a good investment nonetheless if you can time it right? It might not be at the current price because he was down close to $1 million. He's up about 100K right now. Maybe wait a little bit on that, see if he gets back under 1.1. But that card, because he can play defensive mid, right back, and center back with 92 pace, so much options with that card. He's got the long ball pass and anticipate, fantastic for any of those positions, really. So that's a card that I think is going to go up well during Team of the Year. I would love that for if you've got a medium to high budget. Carlos Alberto, the center offensive mid version, spectacular investment right there. Xavi might be decent. Tiki Taka Incisive Pass. I think Incisive Pass is one of the most underrated playstyle pluses of the year. I think that's going to be a decent investment as well. You've got yourself couple of 1 playstyle pluses on the bench. You've got a Dalglish here, but I don't know if the playstyle that is pinged pass is all that valuable for a striker. That's the only thing I would say. And finesse shot is getting nerfed here in the next 2 weeks. So keep that in mind. But tons of options to invest in is what we wanted to go through right there. Next, let's talk about an icon that is going to come as possibly a squad building challenge, which would be the best squad building challenge to craft during that Team of the Year pack opening that you're about to have. This Zidane is not going to be the exact card, but this is going to be the guy who's going to get a Team of the Year moments or eras icon. I'm actually not sure what this means. Team of the Year eras icons is coming. It's coming for Zidane. Is he going to be in packs? Well, he didn't come out with the Team of the Year icons that we saw last week, which was leaked. We talked about the Team of the Year icons that are coming into packs. He wasn't one of them. So it makes me think he's going to be an SBC. Also makes me think he's going to be pretty damn expensive because, one, fodder prices are very high right now. And if they drop the exchange SBCs, these fodder cards are going to also just continue to go up. But on top of that, you're also going to have so many people opening packs, and EA Sports know this, right? They might be dumb, but they're not that dumb. They know that you're about to open packs, and you're going to have fodder, which means that you got to throw it into something. And so they're going to probably price this SBC very expensive because they know that more than ever, you're going to have fodder to use and craft towards something. So it's not like they're going to make it super cheap. Is it going to be worth it? We'll see when they price it, or if it even comes out as an SBC, or they throw this into like packs. I don't think they'll throw it into packs, but who knows at this point? It is still up for conversation. So that Zinedine Zidane is coming into the game here in a couple of days, maybe on Friday. I would assume if they're going to drop this as an SBC, they have to drop it Friday. They have to drop it Friday or Thursday because they want people to be able to craft this. And the most amount of packs that are going to be opened for this Team of the Year are going to be on the first day of Attackers Team of the Year and then the first day of the full release of Team of the Year. But I still think that the first day of Attackers probably sees the most packs open. So With that being said, Zidane is going to have an impact on the fodder market as well. And of course, we just took a look at that. I've been telling you guys, while these cards have spiked up, and these cards were more expensive, 89s were up at like 21,000 coins. They're now down to like 17. You've got Hegerberg listed there at 15, maybe 16,000 coins right there. Not as expensive as they were. So they're coming back down. And if you guys are saying, okay, well, should we invest now? They're down. They were 20K. Now they're 15, 16K. Is it a good time to buy? I would say no, because on Friday, there's so many packs going to be opened that even if they drop a Zidane SBC, even if they drop exchange SBCs, even if they drop a billion SBCs, there's going to be so much supply all at once that fodder can't keep up. And so I think that's going to be a great time to buy fodder. Friday, an hour, 2 hours after content release, maybe during the first hour after content release. If you are a fodder merchant and you are a fodder warrior, that is the time to go in on fodder. I think on the first hour after the release of Team of the Year. Now, I do think fodder is still going to be a great investment. I just think that that's going to be the time to buy. So wait until then, and I think they skyrocket throughout Team of the Year, especially for the high rateds. Now, when we look at low rateds, however, 84s, fellas, 3.2K, that is still very high. And we're seeing 83s have awoken from their slumber. I mean, 83s have been dead pretty much for the entire year. You can see a couple of spikes where they went from, the cheapest price up to like 1.1, 1.2. This is the highest they've been all year. Right there, 83s at 1.7K. Will they be able to hold on? Absolutely not. I think they shoot right back down to 900 on Friday. But that's very interesting. If you have any 83s in your team, go ahead and sell those. Go ahead and sell your 84s. 85s still haven't risen a ton. They have. They were under 3K. But in comparison to the 84s, the percentage on the 84s is so much higher. 86s are still pretty low right now, and 88s are hardly even over 10,000 coins. So 88s are like the price that 89s were before. So that's the fodder update, but pretty much for any fodder, it's Friday. It's got to be Friday for the investments in all of the fodder cards. One last thing that I will leave you with is Team of the Week 18 is coming out today. And the one thing that you need to know about Team of the Week 18 is do not touch these cards before Friday, because they will tank so hard. Even the ones that might seem meta, like Dembele. This 88 Dembele inform is going to be so cheap. Do not touch that card before Friday at the bare minimum. And even then, they're probably not going to be the focus of my investments this week. Even though we love trading with Team of the Week cards, this might not be the week to do so. Anyways, guys, that's it for today's video. If you enjoyed, we're going for 400 likes. That would be awesome for you guys to drop a like. Subscribe so you don't miss out on any of the Team of the Year content this week. And I'll see you guys again tomorrow. Peace out.